الورد مروجا 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 أورق الغيم مروجا 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 والتقى الورد مروجا.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Zahira Bam Ismail. We spoke about submitting to the will of Allah. We spoke about finding your contentment in every situation, in every moment, in every setting, and being able to say Alhamdulillah. The one thing we need to understand, and I touched on briefly when I said, there are these benchmarks of when I get this, I'll be happy. But so often, and it's completely human, we all do this, we've all been down that road where we say, when this happens, then I'll be able to do this. When this happens, then I'll be okay. When this happens, and our lives are based on these benchmarks of when. And very often for women I speak to, it's often when my children grow up, when my husband gets this job, when we end up moving here, when we end up getting our own place. So there's always these wins. It's not necessarily only a when I'm happy. It's always these benchmarks of milestones in our lives. And we keep saying, when this happens, then I'll be okay. Then I'll be fine. Then I'll start doing things for myself. Then I'll be able to breathe a little bit easier. But the truth of it is, if we understand the power of right now, and you understand that this is all you have, there's absolutely no guarantee you may be around when that when happens. And there's also a thing that I like to call an expiration of blessings. So we know that we have got a timeline, a time that we're born, a time that we're going to pass away. But there's also a timeline of blessings in our lives. And I call it the expiration of blessings. So if you don't take this moment right now while you're watching this to understand that you need to be grateful for the blessings that you have, for these moments that you have, to actually start counting the blessings you have no idea that when you get to the when this happens or when that happens, the blessings that you took for granted may not necessarily be there. The blessings that you so easily overlooked may not be there. So while you're waiting for those wins, by the time you get there, the blessings of having your health, the blessings of having your family, the blessings of having loved ones, the blessings of having community, the blessings of having friends, the blessings of having your wealth, the blessings of having your abilities around you to be able to function may not be there. So in this time that you're waiting for your win and you're taking for granted these blessings, the expiration of blessings exists. So take a moment to be thankful. We say we're thankful. We all know this. We have to be grateful. Alhamdulillah, I'm grateful. But write it down. You have no idea how cathartic it is. You have no idea how powerful it is when you start writing it and you start seeing how many things you can be grateful for. And I'm not discounting the days are not easy. I know some days are difficult, but even on those difficult days, it gives you a chance to go back to look at things that you've been grateful for. It gives you a chance to look at things that, if everything else is falling apart around you, but you were able to breathe today. Alhamdulillah for being able to breathe. Alhamdulillah for being able to wake up today. Alhamdulillah for another chance to try and do something today. Be thankful for your blessings. Be grateful for your blessings. When we inculcate gratitude in our life, it literally changes the way we see things around us. It changes the dynamics around us, and it starts bringing more and more abundance into our lives. We've seen this happen. We've been told about it, but we know it works. Start being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Start being grateful for every single blessing we have, no matter how small it seems, no matter how insignificant it seems. And tying in with what we've said previously is the moment we have contentment for every single thing we have in our lives, the easier it becomes to be grateful for everything we have in our lives. Because then we're not watching everyone else saying, but they've got this and I don't have it. But they have this and I don't have it. Because all of a sudden, we're happy where we are. We're content with every single thing that's around us. We understand that everything we need, we already have within us. Everything we need for that moment is right there. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with enough. Allah has blessed us with all we need for this part of our journey. And be so mindful of that and be so grateful of that, because we have no idea that when we get to the end of that and we're waiting for those wins, these very blessings may have expired. May Allah always make us mindful of our blessings and grateful for every moment and every blessing that we have, so that we never have to wait for the wins to say, oh, I wish I had that, and I know at one point I had it, and I'm so regretful that I no longer have it. Every day, let it be a mindful one, a grateful one. Shukran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
الورد مروجا 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 أورق الغيم مروجا 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 والتقى الورد مروجا